everyone, and welcome back to Joy As It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Cassidy and I deal with the sewing side of this channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how to care for your handmade clothing or your expensive clothing, which unfortunately handmade clothing is expensive now, so it probably falls into both categories. But whether your clothing is handmade or more expensive, you're going to want to take extra special care of it because you want it to last longer, because you spent more money on it or a lot of effort has been put into making it. But also sometimes more expensive things are, or if they're homemade, they may use delicate fabrics, natural fibres, things like that just take a bit more care in looking after. So I'm going to run through a quick list of a few tips and ways that you can make your clothing last for as long as possible. Now, I just want to make a couple of things clear before we get going. I'm just going to say them really quick. The first one is that some of the things on the list you may think is just common sense, you may think is me stating the obvious, but I want to just say them anyway, just in case there's someone out there who is thinking of doing that thing to their piece of clothing, to say wash it or whatever, and is a little unsure on. I just want to state some things that will make them completely sure. And also sometimes if it is something that's handmade, even though your common sense can be telling you to do one thing, you may second guess yourself because it's more delicate, it's handmade and things like that. So this is just to settle your mind if you're that person. The second thing is I'm speaking from experience in the fact that the clothing that I make for myself, the handmade clothing I've made in the early days of me sewing, so when I was more of a beginner to it, so maybe I wasn't so worried about my clothes because I knew that eventually down the line when I became more of an advanced sewer, I'd look back and think they were rubbish, which I do. But because of that, I was far more slapdash in looking after them. So I've seen what can happen to handmade clothes. So take that as your warning. So with this tip, I'm not talking about the things that you would have to take to a dry cleaners and things like that. I'm talking about the clothes that you can wash yourself at home, either hand washing or machine washing. Now, most pieces of clothing, no matter what, you can machine wash them. But if they're handmade, you're going to want to put that at a gentle wash. You don't want to be ruining any seams, burning the fabric anyway. I feel like actually general rule of thumb with any expensive or handmade clothing is if you're worried about the temperature that you need to wash it at, it's always better to go at a low temperature than a high temperature. And of course, most of the time there will always be a label in the piece of clothing to say what machine wash to do it. But if it's handmade, say from friend or family, or say a small business that doesn't do labels like that, maybe they don't, it's better to go lower than you think. Also, depending on the fabric, that is always a great way to know what temperature to do the fabric. But if you're super worried, or there is intricate designs on the piece of clothing like sequins, then hand wash it. Hand wash in warm water with some soft soap, and that should do the trick fine. Still on the same subject of washing, you want to be careful, as always with normal clothes, of your colours bleeding. Now, obviously, you generally will separate dark colours from light colours when you wash normal clothes, but particularly if your clothes are handmade, if it's a dark colour, be really careful about your colour bleeding. If you want to be extra careful, the first couple of times that you wash the piece of clothing, do it in a cold rinse. Doing a cold rinse a few times almost blocks the colour in the fabric, so eventually it will stop bleeding. Now, this is for the clothes that are either made out of a natural fibre, not necessarily cotton or linen because they're more durable fabrics, but for more delicate natural fibres or just generally delicate fabric, you want to be careful that the soap you're using doesn't have any overly harsh chemicals in it. Avoid anything like bleach, obviously, and any, once again, harsh stain removers. And also, you're going to want to make sure that you don't use fabric softener. Fabric softener can, actually do lots of damage to your washing machine, but also to your clothes because there's lots of harsh chemicals in it. There's silicone and things in it to make the fabric feel nice and soft, but it actually does more damage to lots of things in the long run. So we've washed our fabric, now let's move on to drying your fabric. Now, I've seen so many people online say do not use a dryer at all, which seems like such a harsh thing to say because dryers are fine for other clothes and stuff, but I actually would agree with handmade clothes and expensive clothes. You spent a lot of money on it, there's a lot of effort been put in there. A dryer is eventually over time going to wreck it. Now, obviously it's very inconvenient. I would suggest that you air dry it just to be on the safe side. Now, this one kind of leads on from the last one, and it's about storage and things like that. Now, this 100% depends on how much space you've got. So I'm not going to go too into it because it wholly depends on your situation. But of course, you don't want to be wholly slapdash in the way you store things. But the one that is a bit important is the plastic soup bags that things generally come in if you buy it. Like, I know The designer ones are very big because it's got the designer labels all over the plastic, but that plastic is actually not good to store your clothes in. You can get fabric suit bags. They are 100% better because they're breathable. Now, next thing is ironing. Obviously, when you're ironing it, make sure you're using the right temperature in your iron for the fabric. You don't want to burn your fabric. But if you can't iron the piece of clothing, or you're worried about it damaging it, another great one is steaming it. So you can get steamers. Some irons come with steamers on them, but a steamer is a great way because you don't have to have hot metal directly touching the garment. Now, I feel like I've been chatting for a very long time and you're probably going to click out of this video because you'll get bored if I continue chatting, but I have no more information to give you. So yeah, I hope this video helped somebody.